for a couple people to get on here before I start expressing my talent with the fingernail polish, boys. Oh wow, there's a few of you. I see. I'm new at this live stuff, so if I'm doing something wrong, I guess you just text it right here in the messages and let me know all about it. But this is what I'm doing. I got a little journey to go tomorrow. It's end of February, living in southern Outer Banks. I consider myself as a ninja. I kick the shit and smash the hell out of fish every day in the face. And how I'm accomplishing this is I'm doing my own lure. It's a 1/4 inch larger than the Yo-Zuri. But this is what I'm telling you. And if you live in brackish water, or you like fishing dirty streams, if you're around the Outer Banks, you know what I'm talking about the brackish water. It's salt water, but it's real brackish, and where it's a stained kind of water. Well, what I've noticed is that these these shrimp work totally amazing. Totally amazing. Better than any plastic baits I've ever used. But when I just add a little fingernail polish down the sides of her, just enough to give it a little glitter on those real stained waters where I fish at, it's these trout just go absolutely crazy. So you can customize any of your lures for, this was $4 or $5. Worst thing's gonna happen is they're gonna question why you're buying so much fingernail polish and you've been a man. I don't have any pronouns, except I slap fish. Anyway, I'll show you what to do. I'll do this right here, you know. The reason I'm doing this video again is I had a lot of requests to do it again, and I'm gonna actually show you how I put holes in my lures. Any of your 3D crankbaits that you use, twitch baits, if you'll put yourself a hole in it, boys, it will change up the whole game of fishing. If you got it tied, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but I'll tell you what, it puts off such an amazing sparkle in the water. And I do this a lot because if you're like me, you know just as well as I do, if you go buy a $10 lure, you want that lure to last. So what I'll do is I'll tell you some things that I do so I don't go through a lot of lures. So what I'll do is I'll switch up my D-rings. I'll go with a smaller D-ring and a real tough treble hook, but a small D-ring because a lot of places I fish got snags, and I'd rather pull that D-ring on 20 pounds of pressure than I would lose a $10 bait. But that's just some things that I've learned along the way that helps you save. And this here, you get lures, you find them down by the creek bed, you find them somewhere, or you find them anywhere, and it takes 3 seconds to get it in the truck. I know it seems a little redneckish, and that's exactly what it is, but what I'm doing is I'm customizing lures with fingernail polish. In about 3 seconds, it changes them up. I'm at my shop. I ain't got good lighting in here. Let me show you what my shop looks like, boys. That's where I do all my editing. Keep all my junk. I'll show you the bay out here. It's just a little man cover. I keep all my fishing stuff. But anyway, back to the point. What I'm saying is, if you fish a lot, and I've gotten a lot of hate comments because guys who actually make lures, I guess, don't want you to know this, but dude, you can take an old lure that you find by the pond or anywhere, take it home, give it a little sanding. Fingernail polish is the most amazing friend to a fisherman because I can change this lure 3 different colors in 30 minutes. And after it dries, you're good, you know, you're good for 2 or 3 fishing trips. But I like mixing mine up. Somehow green and pink always pop together in stained water. What I'm doing is I'm not trying to cover up any of the airbrushing I've already done. All I'm trying to do is add a little sparker. And I get cleaner lines if I don't use metallic when I'm doing it. I get cleaner lines just using paint, so then I'll come back with my airbrush and I can two-tone everything with my sparkles. All right. So anyway, that's that deal. And this is how I put holes in my lures. What I'll do is, this is just old threading rod we use around here to sew nets with. I don't know if you've ever seen one, but paper clip works good. What I do is, see these 3D lures right here, these twitch baits, my shrimp, they work good in 3 to 4 foot of water, but when you start to get in a good current Or say you're in the backwater in some skinny water and you find a hole that's 10, 11, 12 foot deep. What I'll do is I'll heat this rig up right here. And what this is doing, I'll go on the bigger side. What this is doing is I'm poking a couple little holes up to the head of the shrimp. So I come right behind his eye. I heat this rod up. Boom. Hold there. And the reason I like doing it behind the eyes is because when this thing fills up with water and you're fishing skinny water, I'm gonna get finger polish all over me, but that's okay. When you're fishing skinny water, let's just say this twitch bait, she hangs like this right here, and if you're fishing oyster beds or anything, it's going to hook up on your hooks. But when you poke your hose behind the eyes right here, it fills that head up. For some reason, you'll be just like this on the bottom. That bill will be touching the bottom. You ain't get snagged up as much. If you've ever fished around oyster beds or anything for redfish, you know what I'm talking about. But poking the hose and letting the water in, also I've noticed that with this glitter that I'm doing on these baits is that when there is a good amount of clarity, that the water that gets into it looks so much more 3D because it's actually making the glitter, well, it sounds weird, shine from the inside. So the lure, ooh, that was a good hole. I think I'm gonna redo this hole. But just letting the water in makes the shrimp look super 3D. Do it behind the eyes so the head stays heavy and you'll bounce across the bottom. You ain't got to worry about your hooks getting bounced up. And I poked this through my finger several times. All right, boy. What's good, Twizzy? I don't know who Twizzy is, but it's all good. Y'all can laugh all you want. Go look at the videos. I smack fish. Just like when I was a young buck, I smacked your mom from behind. But that's a different story. That's a different fishing video. Boys, you laugh all you want. Hey, I'll make you a deal. Anybody who wants to challenge it, I'll pick anywhere you want to go in your town by your favorite bridge hole, and I will come down there and outfish you. And if I outfish you, I get to take your equipment. Now, how funny is that, boys? Go look at the videos. That's all I'm telling you, baby. Peace and love and Merry Mama's Day. You.